Business stakeholders have advocated the establishment of a national equity fund for SMEs. This, they say, will help lower interest rates and cushion the SMEs who go through stress to access credit. They highlighted this at the Graphic Business Stanbic Bank breakfast meeting, which ended in Accra this morning. Charles Aite has more.
Captains of industry are making a case for a crucial national equity fund to cushion small and medium enterprises from the shocks of high cost of doing business in Ghana. Statistics show that 30% of all SMEs in Ghana collapsed in the first 2 years of existence. Speaking at the Graphic Business and Stanbic Bank breakfast meeting, partner and director at the PwC, Edward Gumado, warned that the statistics could worsen if policyholders in the financial markets fail to address the issue to access to finance.
Here we go. And then by the 5th year, 50%. It rises to 50%, and by 10 years, it goes up to 66%.
That's the story.
But I think the important issue is getting to know why this happens.
Yes.
Knowing the why is the critical aspect.
And I think you've touched on some of the whys.
Yes.
You want to bullet them for me quickly?
Let me touch on some. So some of this could be the result of funding.
Economist Dr. Lord Mensah says building a national equity fund for SMEs must be measured on the competitiveness of all SMEs that sign on to these funds.
Now, having a fund in this form, I always say that there's a difference between just giving out the fund, right? Or raising fund and giving it out. That's the hallmark of the bank, right? Sources for funds and giving it out. But it goes beyond that. You need to ask yourself, what is the money going to do? And exactly where the money is going to, if you can follow it up.
After the breakfast meeting, Joy Business got in touch with some heads of companies who say even though it's fairly easy doing business in Ghana, more reforms must be embarked upon. Nuama Ishen Famiye is the general manager of group operations for Kena Group.
When you start a business, you should be immediately saddled with the pressures from taxes, with paying the same utility prices that everybody pays, with being confronted with having to pay the property rents that you have to pay. A lot more interventions, so to speak.
The source of the funding.
Charles Aite's report there. Now, the Bank of Ghana is denying reports that the intended cleanup of the savings and loan sector was supposed to happen today. Now, there were several warnings. The regulator was now set to move in to close down those facing serious financial crisis. George Rafi has more.
According to sources close to the Bank of Ghana, even though the action would eventually happen, it is not today. The regulator is also distancing itself from a list, making rounds on social media that they are the ones that would be affected. The source noted that looking at the way things are happening, the planned action may not even happen this week. In a related development, the Association of Savings and Loans Companies is assuring depositors that their funds are safe despite the planned cleanup of the sector by the central bank. Chinebo Akodia Boachi is the executive secretary of the Association of Savings and Loans Companies.
There are a lot of information going on there that are not supposed to be. They are not a reality. And there are a lot of media houses throwing some figures around and then saying Bank of Ghana is coming tomorrow, he's coming the following day. This has not been very helpful. And so institutions, those who were even very strong, are suffering from panic withdrawals. Customers are also not paying their loans because they think that very soon Bank of Ghana will be descending into the sector. Over the period, these comments have not helped matters. What we were expecting was that all the action that needed to be taken should have been taken without even telling the public that we are coming tomorrow or the following month, or it is not going beyond a certain period. It is our expectation that the regulator will come up soon before even those who are in good standing begin to suffer.
He also tells Joy Business they want the action to be fast-tracked because the delays are not helping the industry. One thing that we are sure of is that the planned cleanup would definitely happen before September this year. This has been confirmed by Governor of the Bank of Ghana, Dr. Ernest Addison, and Finance Minister Ken Ofori-Atta.
All right, still with issues pertaining to the savings and loan sector, we understand that some customers of First Allied Savings and Loans today petitioned the Finance Ministry over their locked-up investments. We want to get into that. Joining me in studio is Bismarck Asante, one of the petitioners, with more on of their concerns. So today you went to the Finance Ministry,
yes,
and to demand that something is done about your locked-up funds. Tell me how long you guys have been trying to retrieve your funds from First Allied Savings and Loans.
Well, it's about 15 months now that our funds were locked at First Allied Savings and Loans.
Okay, and when you talk about funds, I believe that you are more than 10 I see on this list. How many customers do you know are affected by this?
Well, First Allied have about 400,000 customers in general.
And several branches across the country,
I guess. Country, yes.
All right. So what's your story?
My story, I've been denied with a lot of opportunities because I don't have any money to go about those opportunities. And a lot of people has lost their lives. Some have been having breakup in their marriages and a lot of stuff. Yes. So that's why we are here.
Okay. And so you in particular, how much money did you invest in the company? Are you able to tell us?
Oh,
maybe
I
not
think that
specifically,
one will be
but how many thousands of CDs?
A lot of thousands. I mean, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so what is the company telling you really?
Well, the main purpose that we came here is because we came here because the company, we think the company is not telling us, the right thing or the truth. Because for over 15 months, it's been here and there, tossing us, we will do this, we are having investors, and over 15 months, none of the customers have been able to withdraw just a peso from the bank. So we think the company is not being fair to us, the customers.
And indeed, we've seen some customers of the Savings and Loans Company demonstrate. We've had news of that in Kumasi. I believe they demonstrated some time back. What do you know about the state of the Savings and Loans Company right now? My producer telling me that we are getting indication that some of them have closed down.
As we are talking now, First Allied, a lot of branches of First Allied is closed now. They have about 28 branches across nationwide, and I can say almost 22 branches have been closed. In Kumasi, especially in Kumasi, almost all the branches have been closed down. You cannot get anybody to attend to.
So you petitioned the Finance Ministry. Was the minister there himself?
We didn't meet the minister, and we presented to the, I think, the director, one of the directors there.
And what were you told?
We were told to come on Thursday, which is this coming Thursday. Yes, so that's what we are planning for, to come on Thursday.
Are you guys scared about the outcome? Before then, we were talking about the fact that the central bank was undertaking a cleanup of the savings and loan sector. We don't know if First Allied Savings and Loans is going to be affected, but are you anticipating the outcome of that? Are you guys scared you are never going to get your monies back? Do you have faith in the system?
No, that is why we are here. We don't believe anything now because we have been through a lot. As we are talking, we don't know whether First Allied is among the 20 savings and loans that they are going to revoke their licenses. So that is why we took this decision to come here and present a petition to the Finance Minister. Yes.
Okay. Bismarck Asante, thank you very much indeed. We will wait Thursday. We will wait the outcome of whatever deliberations the officials at the ministry make and what kind of response they have for you at the end of the day. I will certainly revisit this story. So that was Bismarck Asante. He's one of several customers of First Allied Savings and Loans Company who are asking the Savings and Loans Company to get them their deposits, get them their investments. As he tells me, it's been over 15 months and they are having no answers at all from First Allied Savings and Loans. Thank you very much for passing through. Now, the Vice President, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, has assured that government's digitization drive will improve the economy and help reduce high interest rates. This is expected to improve access to financing for micro, small and medium enterprises. He was speaking at the opening of the Ghana office of the World Business Angels Investment Forum.
The World Business Angels Investment Forum, WBAF, is a global organization that brings together key players of the equity market to discuss the benefits and challenges of angel investment in achieving successful growth for businesses. Its branch in Ghana will focus on organizing angel investors to support small and medium-scale enterprises facing financial difficulties. Speaking on the high interest rates as a barrier to financing for MSMEs, Vice President Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia assured that government's digitization drive will help boost the confidence that banks have in the individuals.
The nature of the social capital, the lack of trust in our societies, that keeps interest rates very high. That keeps access to capital very, very low. What we are doing, and this is what is so important that everybody understands, what we are trying to do is to build the social capital. We are doing the macro side. We are bringing the macroeconomic stability that is happening. We've known how to do that for a while, but what we haven't done since independence is to build the social capital or the system that allows the social capital to work.
Chairman of the Board of Directors of World Business Angels Investment Firm, Bas Altontas, explained that as part of efforts to grow angel investments in Ghana, the WBF will create more awareness.
First, 2 action plans, which will be approved, of course, by WBF Ghana Board, is organizing the global fundraising stage in Ghana and invite startups to the stage, select the best ones and bring them to Istanbul for the global investors. This is the first one. The second one is, of course, education. Capacity building is very important for entrepreneurs and for also investors. So WBA Business School will be very active in Ghana to deliver these educations to investors.
The branch of the World Business Angels Investment Firm in Ghana will be the first in Africa, with the second in Nigeria to be opened in September. For Joy Business, Karen Dodu.
You're watching Business Live. Another important story to update you on: some staff of Produce Buying Company Limited have been demonstrating today at the head office of the company in Accra. They are, among other things, demanding the CEO of the company, Kofi Owusu-Boateng, resigns or be sacked, describing him as inexperienced coupled with a lack of vision. The workers are accusing the CEO of bringing the company to its knees. These are some of the workers who have been speaking to Joy Business.
Your board chairman, how do you call it? You see, Ajumano, two problem ayampa. But what it takes to change the company around, to turn the fortunes of the company around, they lack it. The board chairman was a very successful, MD of this very company, but now he's very old. We can't falter him. The man is very old. Yes, and he now is not able to control management. That is how come the company is sinking the more, please. The concerns of the workers is that we need a bailout. Number one. Number two, we need a letter of comfort from the government. And number three, we want the current management out. We want the current management change.
Our CEO, Kofi Owusu-Boateng, has responded to the allegations that he has mismanaged finances of the cocoa purchasing company. He spoke to Nancy Emefa-Dradozi.
So when I assumed duty, I saw that the company was in distress. So I wanted to find out why that situation. The best thing I could have done, and which I did, was that I wrote to Yoko to engage auditors, you see, to carry out forensic investigation into the affairs of the company, because I wanted to know why we were where we are now. And Yoko went out and then did the investigation. And I would say that the problem with the company is self-inflicted. I want to emphasize this. It's self-inflicted. It's not government. Government has given us money to work with. And then we have mismanaged the money, we have misapplied the money, and we have stolen the money. That is it. I would say stealing. The first one was, and then we engage in some ventures which are not part of our core business. Our core business is to buy cocoa, evacuate, and send to cocoa board.
In other news tonight, the acting managing director of the Ghana Stock Exchange, Eko Afeji, is promising to introduce new measures to make the market the preferred place for raising capital. Mr. Afeji was recently appointed as acting managing director of the exchange. This follows the decision of current boss of the market, Kofi Yama, to exit on retirement. Speaking to Joy Business, Mr. Afeji said he would be looking at reviewing the listing requirement to help bring more firms onto the stock exchange.
Key thing is to make the exchange relevant in the economic development of Ghana. What I mean by that is that we need to make some significant contribution toward the development of this country. How do we do it as capital market? We need to pursue our mandate. And what's our mandate? 2, 1, to facilitate mobilization of long-term capital for companies by floating shares of corporate bonds so they can raise long-term capital. Or the government can also use the market to raise bonds for infrastructure, etc. That is how we can help companies to raise long-term funds, develop, and in the end, contribute to the development of the economy. And that is something that we're going to focus on. Promote that aggressively. Make the market or the capital market the preferred marketplace to raise long-term capital.
When it comes to raising long-term capital.
Exactly. Then at the same time, make sure there is a preferred destination for investments. What have we done? We've created 3 markets. We have the main equity market, that is for the shares of big companies like Unilever, Standard Chartered Bank, etc. Then we've created a Ghana alternative market for the smaller companies, where we can have local medium-sized companies to also get on board. Then the Ghana fixed income market. So if you want equity, you can get equity. If you want bonds, you can get bonds. So you're sitting in Boku somewhere, Tamale, and you buy treasury bills or government bonds, and you want to sell before maturity, GFM is there for you. That is the Ghana fixed income market. And that is what I want to achieve. The person walking down the street with funds to invest will first of all think of the market.
Now, Provost of the College of Sciences at the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology is stressing the need for incorporating entrepreneurship in the university curriculum. Professor Ibokodro believes the move is crucial within the current spate of graduate unemployment. He was speaking at the College Awards ceremony in Kumasi. Love FM's Kwesi Deba reports.
The Excellence Award honors individuals and institutions who have excelled in the year under review. Over 20 were rewarded this year. Dr. K.C. Whitaker Endowment Fund, established in 1997 in honor of the first dean of the Faculty of Physical Sciences, offers scholarship to 1 female student pursuing degree course in physics. The endowment is supporting 22 students to the tune of 44,000 cedis. According to the provost, the event is important for empowerment and promotion of culture of excellence.
So I encourage corporate bodies to put in scholarship to support women in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics.
Professor Odro believes equipping students with entrepreneurial skills reduce the unemployment rate.
Since the market public market is shrinking, then we must make sure that our curriculum, we integrate entrepreneurship into our curriculum as we interact with our students. Our curriculum should be able to reflect the current market so that our students will be able to create jobs and create wealth.
Some of the awardees spoke to JoyNews.
The MasterCard Foundation Scholarship here at KNSA is basically to train transformative leaders who will go into their various communities and then lead impact in their communities. Also, this program has supported so many young people who couldn't have been in school, just like myself, without the support from the MasterCard Foundation. Today, with the support from the MasterCard Foundation, I have successfully graduated, and then I'm also a valedictorian.
All right, and that's Business Live tonight. Thanks for watching. My name is Darryl Kwao. We are back same time tomorrow. In the meantime, there's more news on our website, myjoyonline.com/business. Thanks for watching.